Hello and welcome to the East Tennessee Waterfront Properties market analysis for the month of December. My name is Gary Venice. I'm the managing broker at East Tennessee Waterfront Properties. And for those of you who are not familiar with East Tennessee Waterfront Properties reports on a monthly basis, just wanted to give you sort of an overview of how this works. Our market region is comprised of three areas. On the north region, it's the Kingston area on both sides of, and Harriman on both sides of Watts Bar Lake. And then on the east side, we have all of Meigs County and a small piece of Hamilton County down as far as the Hiawassee River. And on the west side, it's from Harriman south, all of Ray County, and a small portion of Hamilton County on the north end down by Sale Creek. Now that comprises a good portion of Watts Bar Lake and a portion of Chickamauga Lake. So that's sort of our region on each side of the river. Wanted to first go over just to hit some high points as a summary. The property values and sales in the area have been on the improvement for the last 10 months. So month over month, things are getting better. The number of closings per month in that region has gone steadily up. We're averaging just around 60 per month at the moment. And also from an average price value, and that is the average for all properties, land and residential, that average price value has been going up as well. A lot of this is due to the fact that there is a big inventory available, so it's really a buyer's market. Buyers are understanding that, I think, and they're coming back to the market now. Also, interest rates are near historic lows. The 30-year fixed rate ended the month of December at 3.5%. Now that's up from lows in the 3.2, 3.15 range, but still near historic lows. The mortgage side of things for buyers is getting steadily better, although not at a rate we'd necessarily like to see. It's still a little slow, but they are making progress in terms of easing restrictions and working more with getting loans processed. The appraisals are still an issue. The appraised values of homes have been running below market value, in our opinion, and we've had a couple of cases where there's been a huge discrepancy in the agreed upon price by the buyer and seller and what the appraiser says the property is worth. And as you can imagine, that becomes an issue when we start the process of helping a buyer buy that home. The market range, still the under $200,000 range property, and I'm speaking now of residential property, still is the market leader. Right now, it's for the month of December, it was 83% of the total residential closings were at 200,000 or under. I will say, though, that the over 250 range and up has steadily been filling in over the last 6 months. So that segment of the market continues to improve as well. For the month of December, we had 47 closings, which was the lowest we've had since February 2012, and that's to be expected. The holidays in December have a big impact on that, and we should expect to see that continue into with only just a slow improvement in January and February of this year, and then the market will rise again after for the balance of the year. If you're a buyer looking for property in this market, right now it's a great time. There is a large inventory still. There are a lot of things to choose from, even either from the residential standpoint or the lot and land or acreage standpoint. So it's easy for for a buyer to take their wish list and go around, and at times in the past when you may have had a choice of 2 or 3, you now have a choice of 10 or even 15 that meet the criteria, and that certainly makes it a buyer's market and puts it in the hands of the buyer. Now, if you're a seller in this market, the key here is to just be realistic with the pricing. Letting your agent work with you to determine what the market value is, and then determine in that range how competitive you can be and still meet your own financial goals. So really has to sellers really have to take a look at what the market's doing around them before they make any decisions on price points. I talk about the psychology between the buyer and the seller, because a buyer is buying a house and a seller is selling a home, and that's a vast difference in terms of psychology and negotiating. So both parties need to recognize that, understand the position of the other, and sort of work together to obviously get an arrangement made and the subsequent sale of the property. We publish this on our blog every month, and you can get to that by going to gvenice.wordpress.com, and you'll see the monthly market update for December 2012 will be there, and there are a lot of other statistics relative to the sales price points and what's happening. So I encourage you to go and look at that. And hopefully, if we can answer any questions, you can always contact us at, again, East Tennessee Waterfront Properties. Our phone number is 423-365-2577. You can find us on the web at etwaterfront.com, and you just click on the contact information, and you'll get a box that'll let you fill in a request for information. Please feel free to contact us. Our agents are here waiting to help, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thanks.